And you're back. All right. So, Era 4. We're on to Era 4 of Colonists, the epic strategy game. We're a long ways in. We've built a lot. We've seen some things. Things have changed. We've grown. We're better people now. We've built a nice little community. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're into the 4th era of Colonists. Thanks for sticking it out. Thanks for joining me. I know I'm having fun. I thoroughly enjoy this game. I like long, epic, drawn-out games. I don't get to play them very often, but when I get to, it's a treat. And this has been a fun adventure, like taking a little break in between, chatting it up, discussing my previous failures or successes, some here or there. Anyway, yeah, let's get into it. Let's just jump right in. So, Era 4. Just like in the previous eras, you replace the previous era cards with the 4th era cards. You get your 4th era places. And then one last thing that you do is you replace the head official spot, which is this spot right here, with the chief officer spot. Which the chief officer spot will get you 1 tool, it'll also get you 1 gold coin, and it'll allow you to switch 2 locations, like switch their spaces. So that's kind of cool. That is it for setup. We're on the 1st year. Flip out our market card and flip out our 3 places, and then we'll get right into actions. I don't know where I'm at. I lost where I was as far as strategy goes, so let's see. I have all this ore. I wanted to spend this ore. And I could come up here to this iron smelter to get some iron bars, which would then allow me to get stables. Stables are all right. But in order to have stables, I need to have a merchant. Do I have any? I don't have any houses. Do I have a thing that turns flats to houses? Ah, right here. So I'm going to have to get over there first in order to get house, but I need to get a flat. And I just turned all of my flats into apartments. So now I've got to get a flat down here. So it looks like my first action is going to be to come here, and I'm just going to take the 2 points because I feel like I'm sitting pretty good. So that's 1. Now I can move those over. I'm going to spin those 2 wood to get another plank. And 3, spend 2 tools and a plank to turn this farm, which is no longer a farm, which means I lose that worker, into a flat. So that was my 3 actions in summer. So now we're into spring. So now I need to turn that flat into a house. Yep, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to flip this ore pit and this clay pit around using that chief officer action. 2, to grab myself 3. Then I'm going to come here for the builder. That's going to cost me 2 tools. Give me 1 back, a brick, 2 of those, and a plank. And then I turn that flat that I just got into a house. Now I have my first merchant. All right, I need to get this hunting lodge upgraded to hunting grounds, which means I need 4 wood and 2 clay. So that was the end of that year. So now we place out these 3 buildings. I don't know how I'm going to be able to build any of these in this game. So I'm just going to be super strategic and toss these just randomly along the outside edge of the board. Just trying to make it look pretty. Now we are on to redistributing workers. I'm good on that. Let's move these out. And now sustenance, I still have 4 and 4, so I'm good on that. Production phase, I'm getting 3 more money, 3 more tools, 2 more wood, and 2 more iron, or ore. All right, first thing I'm going to do, oh yeah, and 3 more of these flip out. So there's that. 1, 2, and 3. All right, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come to this clay pit and grab 3 more clay. And then I'm going to come up here to this iron smelter and I'm going to smelt all of this iron ore. And now at the iron smelter, you can either spend 2 ore or you can spend 6 wood. Oh, wait. I might have done that wrong. Hold on a second. Put all that back. Yeah, I think I need 1 more step in order to do that. So, let's put all this back. All right, I need to upgrade my hunting lodge. I need 4 wood and 2. Yep, first I'm going to hire this guy. I'm going to come here for 1. I'm just going to take a brick. I'm going to come here for 2. I'm going to take 3 wood. I'm going to come back here for 3. Take 1 more brick. So that was my summer actions. Now, winter actions. Come here, take one more iron. And then I'm going to come here. So this is my second action. 3 of those, all 4 of my wood. And then, oh no! Oh yeah, so there first to grab 3, then that iron, then there. So then that's 4 and 2, and that would be my third action. And that builds, makes this hunting lodge into a hunting grounds. Oh, that is so unfortunate. I literally am just breaking even. Well, we're in the third. Oh yeah, if this comes out, I shouldn't see that yet. So first place these through. This replaces a clay delve. So I can either replace here or here. And I think I'm going to replace this one. Now this replaces a clay burner. Right here. So those are nice and together. And then I have a tailor. I'm going to stick him way over there. Redistribute workers, keep them where they are. We'll, however, move these out. So that's 5 over there, 4 there. Oof. I'm not moving those out. I'm just going to leave those right there. Yeah, far too much of that ore and not enough. Oh, I got to get rid of some of these goods. I have too many goods. Sustenance, I break even again because I'm producing 6 food on my hunting grounds, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 citizens. So, production, I'm getting 3 more tools, 3 more money. Putting me up to 40 money there. And 2 more wood. That's what I'm getting. There we go. Starting to become a lot to keep track of. All right, so third year, flip that out. Ah, none of that gets me. I need that coal. 3 more places. We've got another forest, an ore pit. Yeah, I do not want those ore pits or ore mines. Those are terrible. No, I'm sticking those way out on the edge. Do not need those at all. Well, I'm coming to the market and yeah. I'm going to take a wood. I definitely don't need any more clothes, so I'm not taking that. You don't have to take the goods if you don't want them. You can deny them. That is 1, 2. I'm coming to the clay pocket. I will take both of those. That is 2. And then 3, going back here, I don't have room, so I'm not taking anything. And that was my 3 actions in the summer. So now, winter. First action, I'm doing the diplomat. Spending 3. This is going to cost me 3 wood. 1, 2, 3 wood. 3 clay. And 3 ore. Get rid of some of that God-forsaken ore. And now, all of these storage houses upgrade and now can hold 7 goods instead of 5, which is huge. And this storekeeper embassy Yep, so I'm going to come here for 2. I'll take the wood. I'm going to deny the cloth. I don't think I want that. That is 1, or that's my second action. For my third, come here and grab 2 more food, I guess, because I think I'm going to need that food in the final round. So that was 1, 2, 3 actions. That is the end of winter. Placing these out. I really hate these orbs, so they're going to go way out there. This forest replaces a grove. How about I stick this grove, that forest right here. Redistribute workers. I like where they're at, so I break even on food. I'm going to get 3 more money. Move this wood out. And I'll move this ore out. There we go. So then I'm going to get 2 wood producing here. 2 ore producing here. And 3 tools right there. All right. 4th year of the 4th era. And our final 4 places. 2 rounds left. Okay. So, first actions of this round. Let's move those 2 out there. I am literally 1 short of being able to do that twice. So I'm going to go 1 to grab 4 wood, which will fill up that spot. Then I'm going to come here. I'm going to spend 2 of that wood to grab another plank, just in case. And I'm going to come here. I'm going to spend 6. Oh. 6 wood to get 2 coal. That was my summer actions. On to winter. Oh, that coal burner had to show up just then. Really? Really? Yep, I'm going to come here. I'm going to spend 2 of these bricks to get myself another point. That's 1. Come here, I'm going to grab 4 more wood. 1, 2, 3, 4 more wood. That's 2 actions. 3 actions to come over here. And I'm going to do 3 wood to get one more coal. That is my 3 winter actions. I really need like 1 extra year in this game. 1 extra year in the 4th era. I'm going to be just short, I think, of getting everything done that I want to get done. Because I want to build. I got to get up here to this iron smelter. Then I got to get over here to this and build this community hall. And then it would have been great to get those merchants working. But again, I feel like I'm going to be 1 year short. Now we're placing out these. This replaces a blacksmith. Where's the blacksmith? Oh, right there. This replaces a joiner. Since I know I'm going to be heading out that way. And then char burner. Where were you? You so-and-so. Let's just stick that down here. I'm never going to use it at this point. All right. Redistribute workers. They're staying exactly where they are. And sustenance. I'm still straight even on that. And then production. I'm going to get 3 more gold. 2 more wood in my forester's house. And I suppose I'll stick those there so I get 2 more iron ore just in case. I don't think I'm going to need it. And let's go to the clay pit. I will take all 3 clay. That's 1, 2, 3. And we're coming up to the iron smelter. That's going to be 2, 4, 6, and then all 3 of the coal. And that's going to produce me 3 iron bars. My 3rd action, I'm going to come right here. I'm going to do the clay burner action at the market, which will be those 4, to get me 2 bricks. That was my 3rd, and now we're into winter actions. 4 wood. There is 4 wood. I'm just going to come here, and that's going to be 6 wood to get 6 planks. That's 2, and then here it's going to cost me 3, all 3 of these, and all 3 of those to make this house a community hall. Which then gets me and that was my 3rd action. As you can see, I needed 1 more year to get another building built where I could put those guys to work and produce something that's going to get me a lot of points. Anyway, so now we do all the regular stuff again. I don't have any, I can redistribute my workers. I'm fine. I'm good on sustenance. Let's just organize my goods here. And then production, I'm going to get 3 more here. I'm going to get 2 more there. And that's another 25. And then I produce 2 more wood and 2 more ore. I can plop that wood right there. That's at max. There. And I have room for all of my remaining goods and my storage. Yay! Not that it really matters. So now we go on to scoring. Yeah, so this is unfortunate. All right. So what you do is you add up all of your buildings. So I have each of these apartments is worth 6, so that's 6, 12, and 22 for the community hall, which is 34, 35, 39, 41, 45, 52, 59, 65, 70 on all of my buildings. Embassies, I have 1 there for 8. Improvements, I've got 5, 12. Dollars, 50. And that gives me a total of 78, 90, 140. And now you only count people that are actually working. Each farmer, 1, 2, 3, is worth 2 points apiece, so that's 6. Each citizen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 36. Each merchant that would have been working would have been worth 16. I had 2 at the end of the game, but neither of them are working, so nothing. So that's 42, giving me a grand total of 182. Previous games that I had with other players, we had scores of 220, 240, 216, 295, 172, 240. As you can see, no bueno. Anyway, so that's the Colonists. Let's go up top. Let's talk about it. That was super epic. Yeah, that was fun. All right, let's talk about it, guys. All right, guys. So 4 eras of the Colonists. It's a long game. It's long, but it's fun. And oh my God, there's so much to think about in this game. Like, every decision is crucial. Like, and first of all, the variability, like all of those worker spots are all of those spots where you can move your envoy around to do actions. Like, you change that up each time, and the initial setup is real key because that really helps you like get some of those early buildings going. I think I may have focused too much on storage. First thing out the gate, I've done that in the past, but I also built up more of an engine while doing it. I really just like focused on that like the first 2 years, I think it was. Like that was all I was like thinking about, where, you know, I could have built something that got me wood, so then it would have made that first year even more productive, which then would have led into the second year being more productive, so on and so forth. Yeah, you get it. Having that whole second era, like, just grind to a halt, I think is what ended up having me have such a low score at the end. It's still 182 points, which, sounds like a lot in a board game, but it's not in this game. Like, that's low. That's a low score. But at least what I found. I'm not sure what most people score in this game. But I know for me, it should be like 250 would be like a good score. Somewhere in there. Anyway, so you have all of that variability. Plus the variability of like, which buildings do you try to build to like build your engine? And like you can try different strategies with that each time. So that's variable. And there's so many buildings. Like, I don't even know if you've seen all of them, but you have your farms, which are also, which upgrade to estates, which give you your farmers. You have apartments and flats for your citizens. Then you have the houses and community halls for your merchants. So then you have those. Then you have your pubs and theaters, which just give you that money income, which I did pretty good on that. I had 50 money at the end of the game, which is respectable. So you have that. Then you also have, like your, where are they? The hunting lodge, which will give you food, which then feeds your people. Then you also have the iron mine, which I did want to have one of those, which I did not put to good use. Like, as you can see, you needed a lot of wood at the iron smelter to turn that into iron, which will then, or steel, which will then be able to use to build some of those bigger buildings. And some of those big buildings, like that one community hall that I built, was 22 points. Like, that's a big deal. Like, that's a lot of points. So, like, I just didn't get enough going. Like I said, I needed like 2 more years of an era, basically, to get where I really wanted to go, so I could get those 2 merchants that I had left at the end of the game, so I could get them employed. And if I got those 2 employed, that's another 32 points, which then puts me up to, what was that, 214? Like, plus the buildings that they would have been working in. So there is a lot that I didn't get accomplished that I should have been able to. But that's why I tell you guys each time to not watch my videos for strategy. Like, I love games. I play them all the time. It's my obsession. But I'm not good at them. I wish I was. I always just seem to try like odd strategies, or I get myself like, I'll head down one strategy and then I'll veer off into a totally different thing that doesn't really benefit my initial strategy. So then I've basically done 2 strategies. So then I score less. Like, I'm either not focused enough, or I try something crazy that just doesn't work. That seems to be my fallback. But we're not here about how I play. We're here about this game. It gets a little unwieldy with all of the goods that you're trying to manipulate on these storage areas, because you're putting tiles on top of tiles, and you're trying to keep them organized, so that gets a little fiddly. That is my one complaint about the game, is there's some fiddliness to go along with it. But I really like the puzzle and the long-term strategy that you need to try to implement. Like, even though that's not my strong suit, I still like that mental exercise in doing that. So if that's like something that you're into, like the Colonists has it in spades. And I know I just saw it somewhere for like $60. Like, in the amount of stuff that's in this game, like, I don't even think you saw how many chits like come in this game. Like, there's all of that. And then I literally have all of these little totes full of building tiles. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of those totes filled with building tiles. Then you have all of the tiles that make out the map. You've got 4 player boards, you've got decks for each era, and like, they're not small decks. Like, that's a big deck. There's so much in this game, like so much to it. It's for, I think retail, I think is like $80, $90, might be $100. I want to say it's like $90 normally. I did see it somewhere for $60 recently, which is a steal. It's a great game, and you only saw 5 of the 9 possible embassies that you can get in on. Those are great. I only used one of them in this game, like the storekeeper. My plan when I first started was to go heavy into the storekeeper and then also do the trader colony. Do both of those so that I can then like use all of these goods, because basically with the trade colony, all of your low-level goods, you can just use them interchangeably. Then when you upgrade it, you can do your upgraded goods, so your planks and bricks. Then if you get even higher, you're even higher grade goods, and so on and so forth. So my plan was to do both of those, but as you see, I only did one. Anyway, that's the Colonists. It's a pretty darn good game. Tim Puls, designer, I heard that they were doing an expansion for it, which is going to be 4 more eras. I can't even imagine playing 8 eras of this. There's a save mechanism in the game which allows you to like just save at the end of an era, then you can pick up again at where you left off. So that's probably what I would do if they end up doing the expansion, which adds more eras to this, because 4 can be a pretty long game, especially with 4 players. Like, you play it with multiple players and you're basically doubling the amount of time, you know, adding another player in. So it doesn't really like, there's not a lot of like simultaneous actions. I guess it would speed it up a little bit because, you know, you wouldn't be sitting there thinking before each turn. You could theoretically have already thought of your turn when it gets around to you. The only thing with multiple players is when you're on a spot, somebody else cannot go there. Well, they can, but they have to pay the fee for that era in order to go to that location. So things like that, like basically that's about the only interaction between other players. Yeah, it's mostly just like you could sit there to try to like pick a spot to like block somebody so that they can't, you know, get a thing that they desperately need without having to pay stuff. So there is some interaction there, but not a lot. Just let that be known. If you like games with high interaction, this is not going to be that type of game. It's a Euro game. So, but yeah, that about sums it up. That was the Colonists. Epic strategy game. So that's it for this series. I'll be back again with another one. Hope you guys had fun. Take care.